Deep in the heart of West Kalimantan lies a land that most people have heard of, but almost nobody truly understands. A land crossed by the mighty Kapuas River, surrounded by endless forests, ancient traditions, forgotten kingdoms, and stories powerful enough to shake the way you see Indonesia forever. This is not just a regency, this is Sanggau Regency. And once you discover what is hidden inside this land, you will never look at Borneo the same way again. People often speak about Sanggau because of its natural resources. They talk about its rivers, its plantations, its strategic position near the border, or the beauty of its wilderness. But behind those headlines exists something far greater. Sanggau is a living monument of history, culture, survival, and identity. A place where ancient kingdoms still leave their footprints, a place where traditions older than modern nations still breathe through music, rituals, and sacred lands. A place where diversity does not divide people, but creates one of the richest cultural mosaics in Kalimantan. And the most shocking part is this: even many Indonesians have no idea how extraordinary Sanggau truly is. Because hidden beneath the calm surface of this regency are stories that deserve global attention. Stories of kings, warriors, migration, faith, resilience, and civilization. Here are the powerful truths about Sanggau that the world rarely hears. The first fact is almost unbelievable. Sanggau officially traces its origins back to April 7th, 1616. That means Sanggau existed centuries before Indonesia declared independence in 1945. Long before modern roads, long before skyscrapers, long before the Republic itself was born, Sanggau had already become a center of governance, culture, and trade deep within Borneo. For more than 4 centuries, this land has witnessed colonial eras, political transformations, economic struggles, and the rise of modern Indonesia. Yet despite everything, Sanggau survived, not erased, not forgotten, still standing, still proud. And at the center of that historical legacy stands one of the region's greatest treasures, Keraton Surya Negara, a royal palace that still stands today as a symbol of the ancient kingdom of Sanggau. This is not merely an old building, it is the heartbeat of memory. Inside its walls live the echoes of kings, royal ceremonies, traditional customs, and generations that shaped the identity of the region. While many historical kingdoms across the world disappeared into ruins, the cultural spirit of Sanggau continues to survive through this palace. It reminds the people that history is not dead, history is alive. Then comes one of the most important modern symbols of progress in Kalimantan, Tayan Bridge. Stretching proudly across the legendary Kapuas River, this bridge is far more than concrete and steel. It represents connection. It represents transformation. For decades, rivers in Kalimantan were both lifelines and barriers. Entire communities depended on boats and ferries to move across regions. But the construction of the Tayan Bridge changed everything. It became a vital route connecting major parts of Kalimantan, strengthening mobility, trade, transportation, and economic growth. A symbol that Sanggau is not trapped in the past. It is moving forward, fast. But perhaps the most astonishing truth about Sanggau lies in its cultural wealth. Scattered across the Regency are at least 27 recognized cultural heritage sites. 27 living proofs that this land carries a historical depth most people never imagine. From traditional Dayak longhouses like Rumah Betang Nek Bindang to royal heritage sites and sacred cultural locations, Sanggau preserves stories carved into wood, rivers, rituals, and memory. Each site is a reminder that civilization in Kalimantan was never empty wilderness. It was alive with knowledge, governance, spirituality, architecture, and community long before outsiders arrived. And then there is the soul of Sanggau itself, its people. Sanggau is home to a breathtaking mix of ethnic groups, including Dayak, Malay, Chinese Indonesian, and Javanese communities. Different languages, different traditions, different ancestral roots. Yet somehow they coexist within one shared identity. This diversity shapes everything from food and festivals to music, architecture, beliefs, and daily life. Christianity, especially Catholicism and Protestantism, has a strong presence in the region, standing alongside other faiths that contribute to the harmony of local society. In a world constantly divided by differences, Sanggau quietly proves something powerful. Diversity can become strength, culture can become unity, and identity can survive modernization without disappearing. But beyond all statistics and historical facts, Sanggau represents something even deeper. It represents the hidden face of Indonesia that the world rarely sees. Not Jakarta, not Bali,